Hey, so I thought I'd go through Cardano today and basically show you how I think price can potentially reach, the next milestone, should we say, maybe of around $5, and some key areas to look out for Cardano. So essentially, the way that I'm looking at this is essentially we've started to build up this floor here. Of around $1.90, $2, and every time we come down here, we are basically getting bought back up. So that's basically the key area to look out for. And so long as that holds, we don't likely move down to the next level, which for me would be somewhere around this zone over here at about $1.40, $1.50. Okay. But so long as we hold here, we don't really need to be thinking about anything else. We've tried a couple of times to bash at the 240, 235 region, and we haven't really managed to break that down quite yet. But what you would want to see is you want to see this area being reclaimed, okay, and then back tested as support, something like this. And then we can potentially challenge the next section, which would be around the $3 mark. And if we can break that, start to build a base higher, and then move up from there. So that's basically how I would be looking at the market, okay? So you've got this big demand zone over here, and you've got the supply overhead, which we've tried to break a couple of times, not yet. But, I think given a bit more time, we'll probably get there. So that's basically how I'll be looking at that. And if you just basically get rid of all the stuff on the chart, what else can we see? We can basically see a big bull flag, in my opinion. That's what I'm seeing, which is somewhere around here. Try to put it, basically we've moved above this big large trend line, and then from there we tried to puncture back in, but we haven't closed back in this trend line, which is actually quite key. So we're actually at the minute holding this as support. So I'm still expecting price movement to move higher. And the way that this is just starting to create slowly higher highs and higher lows, something to look out for. So a slight change of trend. So obviously you've got basically essentially these highs, this low, this high, this low, these highs, this low. Now we're just starting to change that trend, okay? And as we're basing out at the bottom here, and this sort of reaccumulation period in around $2, and we've got this low here. We try to push up here, move back down, okay. Created another high low here, and then again we've pushed out the trend line, but we've created a higher low here. So basically we are making high highs, high lows, and I would still expect for prices to push down here before we get any anything below the recent lows of like $1.85 or so. So that's basically how I would be looking at it, and then that gives you essentially the structure of the market. And if you sort of zoom out a little bit, and then we start to connect a few of these trend lines up here, okay, we can maybe see some potential areas to look out for profit taking. Essentially this could take a month or two or something like that, but I would expect somewhere around the $4 to $5 mark for this move to play out. So let's see sort of where that takes us. And we also take the fib extension from the recent impulse move in July over here. I do like to target the 1-to-1s and the 1.618. So the 1.618 is $5.20. So I would be having that as a potential target to look out for in the future should we get there. So somewhere between $4 and $5 is super reasonable in my opinion for ADA in the coming few months from current prices. And like I said, it's actually one of the only coins that hasn't really moved as well. So that's basically what the dollar chart is telling us. Okay. So we're basically stair-stepping our way up, and maybe we do get that blow off top at some point. Another couple of things to look out for is ADA ETH and ADA BTC. So if we actually check out the actual key areas over here, we've actually come to another, again, we're right at the bottom of this big demand zone over here, okay, and this floor of around 4,000 0.0004 for ADA ETH. So it's really been underperforming ETH, and it's been fairly underwhelming, in the past couple of months. So it's you'd have been better off holding your ETH, because you'd have basically outpaced it by 100%. If you'd have transitioned your ADA to Ether around this point. So something to look out for. But yeah, I would be expecting maybe to look out for a potential bounce over here around these regions. So you can see on the higher time frames, that gives you the more confirmed, bigger picture. And if you look at ADA BTC as well, we've also had a big drop at around the point at the 6200 sat region for Cardano. So again, we've been at this area about 3 times before. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we are basically, unless we close any prices below here, which I don't think we will, because even if current prices stay roughly the same, if we were to drop down to roughly the next support level, which would be about the 2000 sat level, that would be essentially another 40% drop. I'm not sure if I see ADA at around $1.50. I'm not sure about that, but maybe that does correspond to the next zone down here. But if we do fail to hold $1.85, but I don't see that. I do see this as being a flag, and if you've got this big sort of cause and build up over here, so look for a nice move up to push past these highs if we can start to basically step our way higher. So that's basically what we actually want to see. So that's basically how I'm looking at Cardano. Price targets for me in this market cycle would be somewhere between $5 to $10. Anything past that is anyone's game. I wouldn't want to hang around for those sort of prices. So yeah, so that's pretty much how I'm looking at Cardano, and for prices to reach about the $5 mark. If you like this video, go ahead and drop me some comments down below. Like the video, and I'll pump out some more videos for you guys this week. So till the next one, peace out.